Next, we're going to talk about quartiles. We realized last week, I wrote down that there were 3 quartiles, but that they were, that split up the data into 4 equal parts. So these are tire pressures of, it says of car, oh, tire pressures, yeah, of cars at an auto clinic. So either we got some really low ones, or they're different kinds of tires probably and require different types of pressures. They're already in order for us, which would be our first step. So that's nice. The first step when you're trying to find the quartiles is to find the median, because the median splits it into half. So the median is here, and we call that quartile 2, but that's the same thing as the median. And notice you have 4 to the left of that one and 4 to the right, smack dab in the middle. That's what makes it the median. Then you look at the lower half and you find the median of all the numbers that are to the left of the median. Well, there's 4 numbers, so we're going to have to use these 2 in the middle. 17 plus 21 divided by 2, 38 divided by, I believe it's 19. And that's quartile 1. 19 splits those 4 numbers into 2 halves. You have 2 numbers that are to the left of 19 and 2 numbers that are to the right of 19. And then for the last quartile, you look to the right of the median, which is Q2. There are 4 numbers, so we have 2 in the middle, which happen to be the exact same number. So when you add 32 and 32 and divide by 2, you still get 32. So that is Q3, that's your 3rd quartile. So these 3 numbers are your 3 quartiles. We want to know the difference between Q1 and Q3 in the numbers that we just did. That's called the inner quartile range. We're just going to abbreviate it as IQR. And it's just Q3 minus Q1. So that's 32 minus 19. Then we're going to find the outliers for these tire prices. Well, there's formula for outliers. You have a lower outlier. There we go. Is Q1 minus 1.5 times the IQR. And the upper outlier is Q3 plus 1.5 times IQR. Now those two formulas I will give you. I don't see any need of memorizing those. Honestly, you should look them up. And there's 9 numbers. They're already in order. So we just got to find Q1 and Q3. Well, in order to do that, I have to find Q2. So the number in the middle is Q2. And then Q1 is the number in the middle of these two, which is 88 plus 109 divided by 2, 98.5. Q1. Q3 goes the other way. Between these two, 202 plus 218 divided by 2 is 210. That's Q3. And your IQR, remember, is Q3 minus Q1. 11.5. So lower outliers are technically any numbers that are less than or equal to these. And upper outliers are greater than or equal to that. So Q1 was 98.5 minus 1.5. IQR is 111.5. 98.5 minus 1.5 times 111.5. That's a negative number. Negative 68.75. So there are no lower outliers, because I don't have any numbers that are lower than a negative 68.75. Upper outlier, we would take Q3, which is 210, plus 1.5 times 111.5. 5 times 111.5. That's 377.25. I have one number that's bigger than that, and that's 545. 545 is an upper Okay, this is the last one. We have 880 seniors in this high school here, and they vote for one of the 110 teachers to receive the annual yearbook dedication. The teacher who receives the most votes wins. So it's mode that we're talking about here. Can a teacher who receives 9 votes win if every senior votes? Well, if we take 880 and we divide it evenly among the 110 teachers, that's 8. So each of the 110 seniors, well, not each, but each of the 880 seniors, 8 of them could vote for one teacher. And they could all be tied. Like I could get 8, Miss Brown could get 8, I'm going down the hall, Mr. Franks could get 8, so on. So they're all 8s. Well, if we wanted one of them to win, we could just get this one person to vote for somebody else. So this teacher would have 7 votes, and the other teacher would have 9. And all the rest of them would still have 8. So yes, it is possible. So all you really needed to know is that this problem is a mode problem. That's the main idea here. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to post the assignment that goes with this. Obviously tomorrow you're going to get to work on it in class. So I mean, if you get done with it, cool, but chances are you won't. You'll just work on it tomorrow. Would you do your bell work, and then we'll go over it? Oh, you did already? Oh, sweet. So then I will go over the bell work.